Hi, good morning, Dr. Crespo.
Good morning, Deputy Speaker Inday Loren, and thank you for joining the University family, UA family ngayon. I know you're very busy, but you take time to be with us. Maraming salamat, ma'am.
I think they know I always text you, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ask for status of projects, and actually I suggested that we have this online meeting because first I invited you to join our Stories for a Better Normal, which is our webinar on based on the bill which was passed on third reading in the House of Representatives, but still waiting for Senate action after the session break when we resume by end of July. And we wanted to simplify and operationalize the provisions of the law of the New Norm Act, which is now called the Better Norm Act. So we focus, as you know, on rural and urban and rural farming, backyard gardening, even sustainable mobility, even mental health. And we were happy to have the University of Antique together with the University of the Philippines. So my alma mater and my adopted university. So that's when I suggested I'd like to meet, and not just meet, but talk to our UA officials so that we can be in touch even during these times of pandemic, so that you know also the work that I do, although you already know that, and I would know the status of our projects as well. So perhaps we should, start it. It's a University of Antique meeting with my office. Tala Maralit, my Chief of Staff, is online along with my other staff so that we could work together and I could help you more in the coming days, weeks, and months. So good morning, Dr. Crespo. Good morning to all our officials. Let me just see. Dr. Jeline Alentahan is with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Dr. Nanette Junicio is also with us. Good morning. Dr. Ronilo Soriano, good morning. Dr. Nelly Mistio, Dr. May Delgado, Professor Noel Montano, Dr. Porfirio Bangkaya, Mr. Randy Puyong. Did I miss anyone? I feel like I'm in a Senate committee hearing or in a congressional hearing, but actually this is just really to keep up with all our projects. So I have a copy of your presentation. Dr. Crespo, perhaps you could like to start out and have your opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. This is a milestone in the University of Antique, and I believe that this is the first time that we have this kind of activity. And for the record, I would like to believe that from among the SOCs, siguro tayo ang nauna. And so, Deputy Speaker, maraming salamat sa inyo. Pinaunlakan niyo kami to share what we have in the university, the status of your project, what we're doing in the projects that you have entrusted to the University of Antique, and of course, perhaps you could also share what we're doing now in the face of the new normal. And thank you very much for the opportunity also to hear from you about your advocacy about the law, so that at least you could always contribute as well in the advocacy of promoting a better Philippines, better normal. And Ma'am Loren, also we would like to say to you that during the meeting of the state universities and colleges presidents last time, together with the private CGIs, the chairperson of the CHED said thank you to you, and I'm also very happy because you are our representative. And Sir Popoy said thank you very much for chairing the virtual deliberation of the House Bill 6706 on the recovery assistance for education in the amount of 38.86 billion for Tibet and higher education. And in my end, as a president of UA, I am very proud that our representative, our deputy speaker from Antique, is helping so much in our higher education in our Tibet. Ma'am Loren, maraming salamat. And so, may I proceed?
I'm glad you mentioned that. May I just interject that, yes, that was a bill authored by Congressman Mark Go, but I chair the new norm cluster, and so I heard it, and now I am an author and a sponsor as well. We actually practically passed it on in the committee level, but we still need Tala, the certification from the Bureau of Treasury which is a requirement of the Department of Budget and Management for any proposed measure. I hope that the Department of Treasury says, yes, they have the funds. And I can already anticipate, they will say they don't have the funds on hand. In case they don't have the funds on hand, Tala, let us make sure we have plan B, plan C, so that we can find the source of funds. Maybe PAGCOR, maybe PCSO, I don't know. Or maybe we can find some government asset that can be sold, that can be earmarked for higher education. I lost the picture of Dr. Crespo. Am I here?
Yes,
Hello?
we can hear you po.
Okay, there. So I just wanted to put that on record. So there were three measures before we proceed with specific UA projects. First, as a author of the Bayanihan Act, I hope that all of our Kasimanwas in need, the indigent Kasimanwas, have received their social amelioration program during the ECQ. Second, as a principal author of the new norm, my phone fell, of the new norm act called the Better Norm, we hope that Antique and the rest of the country will benefit once it is enacted into law. And please join us every Thursday at 10 o'clock for the stories of a better normal, so that this is better, the law is better, the bill is better understood. And third, yes, the help for the tertiary education package, which is still awaiting the Bureau of Treasury nod. But in case there is no nod, my office will find a way how we can source the funding. Let me go on the fourth before we proceed with their projects. The more than 300 million that I allocated, I believe, in 2018 or 19 in the General Appropriations Act for the Wi-Fi of all SUCs. I found out from Dr. Crespo that only 1 or 2 campuses, actually 2 of the 5, actually benefited. Hindi po dapat yon, dapat 5. At yun ang pangako sa akin ni former Senator Onasan, Tala, make sure that the 5 campuses of Antique are covered by my 2018 or the 2019 funding. And if it is not enough, according to Sec Greg, he will make sure Antique is fully covered. And I don't want a measly MGPS. I want the highest possible internet service for the 5 campuses of UA in Antique. Okay, Tala is very efficient. She's on the line. I'm sure she has heard me. Yes. So having said that, the Bayanihan Act, the New Norm Act, Better Normal Act, the Tertiary Education Package, and the Wi-Fi and many more, I believe UA and all the other officials and support staff online can actually inform our Kasimanwas of all the work that your elected representative has been doing in the past, just 10 months, right? Aside from all the many projects. Then I will get to the projects later. I will also get to your needs later, as well as the environmental laws, which I hope and I expect that UA will take the lead in. In the meantime, I will request Dr. Crespo to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Lauren. And I would like to convey the thanks of all the heads of the different state universities, most particularly private HCIs, during our meeting. We're very, very proud of you. And so at this point, Ma'am, allow me to share, members of the UA community, my screen, which actually is on the status of the project entrusted by Deputy Speaker Inday Lauren to the University of Antique. And Ma'am, you could actually make some interjection or question on the status as I do my presentation.
Thank you.
On the second screen, actually, is the summary of the status, no, of Ma'am Lauren's project to UA. At saka Ma'am, tinignan kong figure, ang laki. Malaki ang binigay mo sa University of Antique directly to UA and to some of the agencies with government na nakatie up sa University of Antique. May I, for example, present first the status of the Fishery Ecotourism Development Project. Mayroon tayo project sa University of Antique Tibiao Campus in the amount of 20 million. The status is ongoing. For the Hamti Campus, training center in the amount of 5 million is completed. For the University of Antique Cibalo, we have covered court in the amount of 20 million. We also are implementing now the CES2, the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology, with DOST in the amount of 26 million plus. This is ongoing. And also on the bubble project with the DTI, this is for Hamtic and PBL campus, mayroon tayong 17 million. The status now it's within the regional PWG, and the evaluation final is set on July 3. There will be a Zoom session for that. And also the construction of the Bamboo Center to house the bamboo equipment, we have the amount of 5 million. And then with the DOST ITDI, Deputy Speaker Lauren is a project with the ITDI in the amount of 20 million for the construction of the kiln. One kiln actually is contracted in the University of Antique. It's ongoing. And of course, the Sentro ng Wika at Kultura in the amount of 5 million pesos. Now, may I present to you, ma'am, the details of the status of the project? Oh, by the way, in 2018, just flashing to you, that's been Deputy Speaker Legarda also has given university this many projects. Various furniture and fixtures, MOE, mayroon din capital outlay doon sa Kaluya campus at Tibia campus. Again, thank you very much, Deputy Speaker Inday Loren, for this. Ma'am, for the status of the project, no, we have some actually pictures of the status of the project. This actually is in Tibiao, our ecotourism hub in Tibiao. The status now is ongoing. We have the perspective of the gate. This is going to Kulase. Makikita to sa daan sa Kulase. So ito now, ongoing project including the fence. Mayroon tayong hotel. Ito yung perspective niya, ma'am, ng hotel natin.
This is Tibiao campus.
Yes, this is Tibiao campus, ma'am.
And this is from my funds po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how much is this mini hotel?
Actually, ma'am, the whole project actually is 20 million. The component for mini hotel, if my memory would set me right, is around 14M, ma'am.
Who was the architect, please?
Architect Flores, of also an alumnus of the University of Antique, taga Tibiao siya, ma'am. Architect Flores, yung architect ng LGU ng Tibiao.
Okay.
The third component of that project actually is the Techno Hub. Techno Hub, where we...
That's also part of the whole project.
Yes, ma'am. Where we house the different equipment for processing, for fish processing in Tibiao. Ito, ma'am, ang sa loob. Ito na ang sa loob niya, dito na. In fact, some of this equipment actually nabili natin through the SIS1 project. And in fact, in the SES2 project, which I'm also going to present, mayroon po tayong mga later on gagawin na ready-to-eat meals na pwede magamit in times of pandemic like this. In fact, we are also in food development. And with the Techno Hub component ng project natin, we could really go into this kind of endeavor. This is actually is in Tibiao. So 20 million. The other one, actually in the amount of 5 million, is also from your fund, is actually the training center for the UA Hamtic. But this one is situated in Aningalan, in Barangay Paglusan, in Aningalan. So it's 5 million. It's actually, ma'am, status is completed. Natapos na natin. Yeah.
Okay. Just all the architects we use are UA alumnus.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So sariling atin.
Yes,
second,
sariling atin, ma'am.
I hope that they are aware or they practice green architecture.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, in our meeting, every time we have before the pre-bid conference, we have actually a presentation of the plan, and the green architecture is also one thing that we check during the presentation of the plan.
I hope by green, can we kindly, after this meeting, kindly receive a memo from the architects or the implementers of the project, what aspects of the green building code they actually incorporated. Number one, did they use a certain kind of cement or material that is more environment friendly? Did they use the kind of glass that is not too hot? Number three, did they do soil testing and environment impact assessment? Number four, do they have a rainwater catchment? Number 5, do they have a material recovery facility? Number 6, do they have solar systems on the roofs? Number 7, do they have gulayan nearby? Number 8, do they actually have provisions for the ecological solid waste management? Just some of the green building elements which we expect of every structure that is built from my funds, and actually not just my funds, but all structures. So just a memo on that, Dr. Crespo, through your office, addressed to me from the architects and or contractors. If they're all in-house, so much the better. If they were implemented by province, LGU, whoever, so that we know that they know our elements of sustainability. Thank you.
Copy that, ma'am. Copy that.
Also, may I just take note of the colors? I'm just, siguro po, well, it's nice to have colorful things, but beige and para ano, like that light green maybe can still be changed into beige or something, para hindi tayo masyadong marami, para ma-identify natin, pag yung project, ganun yun. Just a comment. Anyway, we will see the final plans. Maybe these are just, no, it's already the actual na pala, na pinturahan na.
Yes, ma'am, na actual na.
We'll see. I'll make my comments later pag tapos na po. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Copy that. Okay. May I proceed?
You can proceed po.
Okay. Next, actually, ma'am, also, binigay mo din sa University of Antique yung construction ng covered court / evacuation center ng University of Antique. The amount is 20 million and the status now is ongoing. Yung trusses niya ilalagay na by this week, and it will be completed by July. Ito to, ma'am, is 20 million. Galing din sa fund mo. Okay. Then we have the community empowerment through science and technology. We have launched actually, ma'am, the phase 1 of the CEST project in the University of Antique with Director Hilonga of the DOST, and we're very happy that during the time.
May I interrupt po?
Yes,
before we proceed with the SOLVE project, may I just give this guidance in all the hard or infra projects that, as I said, sustainability and green procedures must have been followed to the best of their ability. And second, that in terms of spacing, how do you say it? The size. There was one time when I went to UA, and I think I cited it to you, the corridor was too tight. So how do you say it? Yung ano po, yung dimensions.
Space.
Yeah, dimensions, yeah. So not just greening and sustainability, but also the dimensions.
Yeah.
Just that. Then if we could have, number 1, the plans of each infrastructure, the perspective, the plans, the status of each infra, and if the color can still be amended, so much the better. If I think the color does not suit the place. But if it's already chosen and done, then we can't do anything about that. So that's in terms of the infra, the perspective, the plan, the status, and can it still be revised kung hindi na, ganun. And sustainability measures that were used. Thank you.
Copy that, ma'am. Copy that. Okay, so those actually are on the infra components, no? So at this point, ma'am, I proceed now to our project with the. Okay.
Yes.
You have actually given a budget to the DOST in the amount of 26,995 for the implementation of the CEST2 project. Now, the components that we are going to have, this one is on livelihood and economic enterprise and disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. Mostly, the budget would go to the purchase of some equipment like water retort with accessories, and some of this equipment, which actually will be given to the different recipients of the project, no? Because in the CEST2 project, we have identified livelihood for every municipality, And these, ma'am, actually are the different livelihood that we will do to the different municipalities. So the equipment after the training will be given to the people, to the beneficiaries. And we have here a rundown of the different projects in the CEST and the different municipalities, like for Tibiao, the smoked fish rice meal, which is ready to eat smoked fish rice meal. Then there's also smoked and dried fish processing, breads and pastries, upgrading of ice cream processing in San Jose, cacao processing, seaweeds and fish processing, meat processing, processing of high-value crops and root crops and vegetables, and peanut processing. The identification is with the coordination with the DOST. So we'll be purchasing those equipment, and with the training we'll be doing.
Let me clarify. This
Yes, ma'am.
STEP project, Community Empowerment Through Science and Technology, is a project I lodged in the DOST when I was senator, or did I lodge the budget with the UA?
Actually, you lodge from the budget with the DOST.
I'm sorry?
With the DOST, ma'am. With the-
DOST, yes. And
Yes.
the DOST partnered with UA. Correct.
Yes.
When you say the list of municipalities, Tibiao, Tobias Fernier, Hamtik, Balisón, Patnongon, Bogasong, Loan, Tibiao, Kulasi, Sebaste, Pandan, Anii, San Jose, Barbasa, Caluya, Sibalong, Saribis, Madarama. Those are the partner beneficiaries of UA and DOST CES for the project, or are they the beneficiary municipalities?
Actually, ma'am, they are the beneficiary municipalities. We will identify the barangay within the municipality.
Okay. So UA, the 5 campuses, implements this, and the municipality in the matrix is the beneficiary municipality.
Correct, correct.
When they are the beneficiary municipality, are they also the partner LGU in the implementation, or simply when you say beneficiary, meaning there are organizations in the LGU that is partnering with the DOST and UA for the implementation of the project?
Yes, ma'am. There would be organizations, mostly, ma'am, people's organization in the barangay that we've identified within the municipality.
Okay, good. So may I please have, after this meeting, let's say the smoked and dried fish processing, and dami. Tobias, that's Dao, Hamtik, Balisón, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. More than half of our province. So may I know which are the people's organizations in the respective LGUs that are benefiting from our smoked and dried fish processing? And could you also kindly include anong klaseng equipment ba ang kailangan sa smoked and dried fish processing, or equipment ba ang kailangan o proseso lang, dahil ito naman ay tinatawag na slow food, meaning manual, sinaunang kaalaman, hindi naman kailangan ng mabigating equipment, mga ganun. Gaya ng breads and pastries processing. Anong klaseng equipment ang binili ng DOST CES project, at saka saan nakalodge ang breads and pastries processing? If it's an Aninii, is there a center set up in Aninii, or do we actually go there and teach them, or is it virtual? Paano po ang ibig sabihin nito?
Actually, ma'am, in the original proposal of the project, we will go in the respective people's organization of that barangay in that municipality and teach them how to do it. In other words, there will be training component of the project, as at the same time, we give some equipment for them to step up with the activity.
I'm sorry, pakiulit po.
In the original design of the project,
Yes.
We have actually identified the people's organization, and we will be giving training.
Okay.
We'll be giving training to the people, plus the basic equipment that they need in order to step up the activity.
Okay. So after this, we will need who are the beneficiary NGOs, POs in those areas, and perhaps the status of meat processing, the status of seaweeds and fish processing. That's important in Caluya, for example. All of this, yeah. So it's good. It's all very interesting, but we need to know what are their equipment purchase, or simply technology or a technical know-how, and which POs in the respective LGUs, and the status of the projects.
Yes, ma'am, we will. Thank you very much, ma'am. That actually is on the CES2 project.
Yes.
May I proceed?
Yes.
Next one is the construction of the Bamboo Center. Because we have a project with the DTI now, and the evaluation, Regional Technical Working Group evaluation, will be done on July 3, and the amount of the e-Bamboo project is around 17 million. And thank you very much, because you have given the University of Antique the construction of the Bamboo Center, wherein we could house the different equipment and the activities could be done, because this one is shared service facility. This is situated alongside at the street, no? So that at least ang mga tao natin may access na sa center natin. Hindi na sila kailangan pumasok sa university, pass through the gate, kasi sa gilid ito ng fence ng university, and we're creating one access para makapasok yung mga magagamit ng shared service natin na equipment sa Bamboo project natin, ma'am. So the project is actually launched with the DPWH in the amount of 5 million. The project actually is ongoing at the moment.
This is the Bamboo Center.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. This is with the DPWH. This is with the DPWH. And it is in the center that we are going to house our equipment. And so activities, training, ang paggawa ng mga Bamboo products, bagong prototype will be done here. At saka because shared service facilities ito, dito din pupunta yung mga POs natin involved in Bamboo. At saka dito sila pwedeng makagawa ng mga Bamboo projects din nila.
Okay. Because our structures are contained or located inside the state university, is it possible it is not accessible to, let's say, the indigenous peoples or the poor informal settlers or the people na mahirap na nahihiyang yumapak sa SUC? Baka ma-intimidate sila dahil universidad ang papasukan nila.
Yes, in fact, ma'am, actually during our talk, no, you actually raised that concern. And when I meet the team, I told them this actually is one concern of our deputy speaker, which is true. Kasi this one is a university, kung dala-dala nila yung kawayan, hindi na sila papasok doon. So we
Paano po sila mag-access? Mga
Oo.
nakachitas, nahihiya, hindi maka-Ingles, hindi nakapag-aral, pero skilled po sila. Magaling po gumawa ng bamboo, magaling po gumawa ng kiln, may talento, gusto ng kapital, kailangan po ng teknolohiya, kailangan ng marketing. My projects were meant for them.
Yes.
We do not intend to alienate ourselves or to be elitist. I want to open the SUC to those in need. That's why I want to know who the people's organizations and or individuals who will benefit from our partnerships, UA and DOST CEST, UA and DPWH, UA and DTI, and many more.
Yes, we completely understand your concern, Ma'am Lauren. In fact, we have identified a space in the university na sa gilid nito is daan na siya sa gilid ng university. We have actually opened the fence and the gate. And so, very simple, papasok lang sila dito. There will be people that will be assigned to accommodate them. They will be passing the main gate of the university. And so definitely this will be open for them. Kagaya rin ng kiln natin, ma'am. Kasi I will flash din the project for the kiln. The project actually of the kiln that we have is situated near Bari. Where our
sorry, can we,
yes,
sorry po, can we just go to the previous slide?
Okay.
Everybody's online that we mentioned po, all the officials of UA, as well as the support staff, Dr. Crespo.
Yes, ma'am.
Para po alam nila, no?
Yeah.
I just have a question because baka hindi kayo sanay na ang congressman nag-meeting ng virtual at iniisa-isa ang bawat proyekto, pati yung mga seaweed farming at yung mga dry goods o dried fish ay tinatanong. Has this ever happened before o hindi po?
This actually is the first time.
Okay, I will not apologize for my being maditalya. Ganyan po ako sa aking 3 terms sa Senado. Masalimuot ang aking mga batas at naging chairman po ng finance ng 5 taon. Ganyan po maghimay ng proyekto. So, sa mga hindi pa po sanay sa akin, ay hindi ako hinging paumanhin, ganyan po ang aking work style. Dahil gusto ko makita lahat po ng proyekto at matatapos dapat at makinabang po ang taong bayan. Just so that for those na hindi sanay sa akin, si Dr. Crespo, kilala na ako, sanay na sa akin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In fact, I would like to tell the group na kahit Saturday, Sunday, si ma'am sa office tumatawag sa akin, ano ang status, and we talk actually about these concerns. And we
Yeah.
actually, ma'am, appreciate you. Actually, ma'am, you're managing the project kasi dapat naman talaga, in fact, all government officials should do this, na ang project nila alam talaga kung saan pumupunta at nakabe-benefit talaga sa tao. In fact, we really, really appreciate that, ma'am.
O sige po, itong Bamboo Center po, I understand here in the message from my staff, let me just read. The design came from DPWH district, Bamboo Processing Center na 5 million. So I guess there was a design that was done by a Anti-Kenya architect, Golda of DE. O sige, siguro naman na-approve natin yan. So ang ganito po, the way forward is after this brief meeting today, the project name, the year the GAA it was instituted, the implementing agency, the staff in charge in my office, and the design and or perspective and status of the project must be given so that and I can make my comments. That's insofar as the hard. That's what I said earlier. Now, the soft, meaning DOST, DTI, etc., the POs, NGOs, individuals, so that we are as inclusive as possible. And we will also have security and health protocols. We can't just open UA and it will be a security risk, right? So we balance security and health at the same time inclusivity in allowing beneficiaries to utilize these projects. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much always.
And again, I will repeat po, in everything we do, whether infrastructure or learnings or projects for livelihood, let us always have in mind and implement the elements of sustainability. So I asked Tala, my chief of staff, to please have a listing, a memo, maybe perhaps if I could have a memo from me to be vetted by the Climate Change Commission and the DNR BMB of all sustainable methods that I suggest UA embraces, like biodiversity database, like culture or heritage mapping, if applicable, like, as I said, the implementation of environmental laws I authored in the past 21 years, ESWM, segregation of waste at source, recycling, composting, etc. So we will memo that so that we're all on the same page. And I would expect the State University and its 5 campuses in our beloved province, in my district, to be the first to implement my laws. And we will be very strict as if it was my home, as if it was my office. Because I'm very strict, and Tala and my staff can show you that. We segregate waste at source, do our own compost, we recycle bote, lata, plastic. So all of that. So I would like UA and its 5 campuses to take the lead, not only in the infrastructure that I'm helping build, but in all existing infrastructure. And that's the way forward in the new norm. Okay, please proceed.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. And rest assured that we are in full support of that advocacy as always. Next, another soft project that we have is with the IDTI. That actually, ma'am, is in the kiln actually project. The kiln actually is constructed in a portion of the land of the University of Antique, which is very accessible to the patrons of Paris. We have here actually the team from the IDTI DOST. They were stranded here in UA for almost 3 months because of the lockdown. Pero nakauwi na sila 2 weeks ago. At sabi nila babalik pa sila kasi there are also training components which have to be done. But we have tested already. We have tested already this kiln using the bricks made ng mga tao natin sa Bari. There are around 1,000 bricks plus other products. And what is good was that right after the testing, naibinta talaga ng mga tao natin ang mga bricks na yon. At sabi nila, iba talaga pag ang luto ay dito, ay sa kiln talaga. Sa tunog pa lang daw, iba na. And so they were able to sell those products already. And so they're requesting, in fact, I would like to believe that a report of the ITDI was forwarded, ma'am, to your office in San Jose about the training which is still to be done. And hopefully, yung mga team natin na ano nito ay, kasi may mga equipment pa sila, may mga pyrometer pa sila na dadalhin dito para matapos na talaga ito. And so they could continue the training.
I-clarify ko po, Dr. Crespo, this
Yes, ma'am.
is in the UA campus in Sibalom.
Sibalom, ma'am, correct. Yeah.
How about Tibiao? Is there also no?
Actually, ma'am, your project na binigay mo sa ITDI DOST is 20 million. 10 million
Yes.
sa pre, 10 million doon sa May Tibiao. And in fact, sabi nga sa akin ng engineer dito, na sir, what's the possibility ba na halimbawa kung walang space masyado doon sa Barangay Bandoa, kasi mayroon ng kiln doon, is
Yes.
also UA open? Sabi ko, walang problema. UA talaga is open din, whatever, para makatulong kami sa inyo. If you need
Yes.
and we promise that this will be open sa mga tao. In fact, ang paggamit...
Dapat open sa tao, yes. Yes, because
Yes.
tayong mga, the academics are not kiln users, are not, it's the people in the barangay who know it, yes. Nangyari
correct.
lang po na kayo ang cooperating agency, but this will be open to the people. So clarify
Yes.
ko lang po, the kiln is already existing. I think you showed me pictures po before the lockdown. Is this in the Sibalom campus?
Yes, ma'am. Sibalom. This is in Sibalom campus.
And then there's also one such facility in the Tibiao campus. Wala pa po.
Still, ma'am, to be constructed. Pagbalik.
Do you want it all in Sibalom or do you want to divide it between Tibiao and Sibalom?
Para din, ma'am, para din mga tao sa norte natin maka-benefit din. We're also open to
Okay.
the community. Ilagay natin, ma'am, sa UATBL.
Okay. Okay. Sige po.
In fact, ma'am, by the way, no, I also would like to bring this project din because we talked with the ITDI team. Sabi nila, sir, wala kaming nakita dito sa Antique na project na paggawa ng asin na gamit yung pugon. Kasi may technology din sila na ang gamit sa paggawa ng asin ay pugon. Yung tawag sa atin na pulverized na asin, na ang bricks na magagawa natin dito ay pwede natin gawin sa pugon so that ang mga tao natin makagawa ng asin kahit tag-ulan pa. So they have a technology daw, ma'am. Sabi nila,
Yes, maganda tayong gumawa ng asin. Yes, I think gumagawa tayo ng asin hindi ba sa Lawaan?
Kawayan, ma'am.
Lawaan?
Yes, Lawaan, Patnongon din, ma'am. Pero ang
Yes.
paggawa ng asin is very traditional pa. Yung kawayan pa na doon din na dry.
Kawayan, oo.
Kawayan. Sabi nila, pwede din tayo makagawa ng asinan na pugon ang gamitin natin sa pagluto. Ilalagay lang sa basin yung tubig dagat at sa kalutuin sa pugon, biola, mayroon na tayong asin. So sabi ko nga, sige, gawa tayo ng prototype. Kasi kahit tag-ulan, nag-i-import pa din tayo ng asin minsan sa Mindoro na sabi namin, pwede din tayo makagawa ng prototype, ipakita natin ang technology, and then later on, pwede natin masasabi ang mga tao natin na, hey, pwede pa tayo makagawa ng asin dito.
Yes, okay. So, it's very clear we will have one for the north, which is in Tibiao, which is still to be set up, and Sibalom is already existing. And we have the raw materials for this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Sino po, siguro after this, ilagay po natin, sino ang mga POs, NGOs, individuals, potters, who have benefited, who have used the Sibalom kiln, and then perhaps the timeline of the Tibiao campus kiln.
Yes, ma'am. We will.
Okay.
The last time na nakita ko sa list, mga 23 ang naka-benefit na dito sa may Sibalom. 23 families na individual.
Tapos, pag naka-benefit po sila at gumawa ng mga pugon, ay tulungan natin sila sa disenyo, quality control din, at saka marketing. Saan nila nakakagawa po sila, saan nila binibenta? Yun
That's
ang
correct.
importante. Kung 23 ang naka-benefit, ito ba ay ginamit nila sa bahay nila o sa barangay? So number one, the source of raw materials. Is it available readily? We provide the kiln construction, the kiln firing, etc. Then after the products are done, where do they bring it? Do they bring it home and it rots there and nobody buys it because they don't have a market? And ang dami-dami, I think I sent you before by Viber, di ba? Ang gaganda ng mga ginagawa.
Yes,
Diba? Yeah. Like, sino si Petty John, remember? And even Ugo
Yes,
Bigyan in Laguna and in Quezon. Ang gaganda. So, yung kaya ng mga potters ng Luzon, mas kaya pa ng potters ng Antiqueño. And we have these facilities. So, let's say the 23, I want to know, ilan ang nagawa nila? Saan na ang ginawa nila? Kumita ba sila? Marunong ba sila ng pricing? Sustainable ba yung source of raw materials natin? Saan ang merkado ng kanilang produkto? Nakatambak lang ba? Kung hindi, akin na lahat ng litrato. I will help you sell online. Ako na ang inyong tindera. Di ba? In fact, in my Facebook page, what is the name, Tala, of my Facebook page where I put up all the MSME products at the beginning of ECQ?
Inday Lauren Facebook.
What is the name of the page I put, where I put all the MSME? There was a name I put there. Tala, are you on the line? My staff are not on the line. They can't hear me. Is someone on the line?
Wait, let me check, ma'am.
What is the name of the MSME page? Shri should know it, but she's probably not on the line. Never mind. After this, we just proceed. Can you kindly text it to me? Yes.
Antique Marketplace.
Dr. Crespo. Dr. Crespo, please proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Is that the Antique Marketplace you're referring to?
There was a name
that was
I put
posted on your Facebook.
I'll just text you if you don't understand. I'll just text you. We can proceed with the presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I can hear you, ma'am. I think you're referring to Antique Marketplace.
No, there was a name. Shri should know that, but she's probably not on the line. Let's just proceed with the presentation, please.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Also, ma'am, in Hamtic, we have a project with the ITTI. It's actually still an SFF on training facility for vegetables and food processing. We have only a soft inauguration that time in TBL. This is in Hamtic. The amount of the project with the UA Hamtic is 1.5 million. And it's most actually, ma'am, cost of the equipment. And then the target beneficiaries natin, ma'am, actually are mga women. Magti-train tayo ng mga mothers dito na magagawa ng mga products.
Oh, what is this? This is SSF. Did I download the funds in DTI or in UA? It's a partnership between DTI, my SSF, correct?
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Very good,
and
very
UA.
good. So I like this collaboration ongoing in my province, in our province. So it's not just infra funded to the university and then you build a building. You build a gym, finish. No. But there is, as what I do nationally, I'm doing in my province now. There is convergence between and among the legislature and the executive, and even among the the executive, there is convergence between DTI and SUC. Then we see DOST and programs, so that there's enrichment on both ends. Okay.
Yes.
We would also like to know who are the POs and the people who benefited from this in Hamtic. Because
Yes,
Hamtic is a poor municipality and I want them to benefit from this. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We will give you an update on this one, ma'am. Thank you very much. May I proceed?
Please proceed.
Okay, ma'am, another project that you have actually, is also one of your advocacy. It's on Sentro ng Wika at Kultura ng University of Antique. And you have given us 3 million in 2018 and then another 5 million for 2019 for this one. So we have ang tanggapan ng Sentro ng Wika. Ito po yung paano na itatag ang Sentro ng Wika at Kultura. Sa iyong tulong din, we have here an enumeration of the functions of the SWK. And of course, ang mga achievements natin, ma'am, sa SWK, marami talaga yung mga achievements natin, mga like Tortelio Pangwika, Tortelio Pagpanitikan, paglahat ng Photovoice output, Pesta Comedia, which you also have initiated to the province first time din. We have actually also collaboration with the Sentro ng Wika at Kultura. Ito po yung mga attendees natin at mga seminar natin. They also have attended a lot of seminars. And in one of the seminars, I was happy that you are with our team. Ipikong Bayan ng Pilipinas, you were here, ma'am, in the picture.
Yes, I think you will recall it was during the campaign of last year because I did not want the campaign to be merely a political campaign. In the middle of the campaign, I held a comedia, I think, in the Town Plaza in San Jose.
San Jose.
And we even had another comedia in Lawaan, I think.
Yeah, Lawaan, ma'am, Lawaan.
Yes.
So these actually are the achievements of the Sentro ng Wika. I'm also very happy that they've also conducted about culture in Antique because of the Sentro ng Wika. Also, we have the Kag-Ungan Kinaraya project in the University of Antique, the focus of which is on Kinaraya researches, Kampo Kinaraya. Sana nagawa namin ito kundi nag-COVID, kaso nag-COVID siya. At saka libro Kinaraya. This actually is Sugidanan or short story pambata. It was actually a contest. May winners tayo. And so may mga...
okay, kindly share with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Ito po, can you have one slide back before this nilalaman ng proyekto? What is the one slide back? Okay. Okay. Kag-Ungan Kinaraya project. This is, did I lodge the funds in NCCA or in UA?
In the NCCA, ma'am. In the amount of $1 million.
Okay. Oh, it was in Barangay Tigunhaw in Lawaan during the campaign of 1 year ago that we had a comedia.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Okay.
So may I proceed, ma'am?
Please proceed.
Okay.
Can you kindly share the project, one slide back? Here. The Kinaraya researches, is this ongoing or done?
Actually, ma'am, these actually are ongoing. Kinaraya researches.
So when you say we're doing Kinaraya researches, Kinaraya as a language or Kinaraya as a culture?
Actually, ma'am, both language. There are also researches that is on language.
Very good.
Researches on culture as well. Of Antique.
When you say Kampo Kinaraya 2020, what does it mean?
Actually, ma'am, it's supposed to be a meeting, supposed to be a collaboration where we invite actually students from high school, from elementary, from college. And we have supposed to be dialogues about the culture of Antique. Parang ano siya, ma'am, 1 week na training ng mga bata about encounters, sharing about the Kinaraya culture. Kaso hindi siya natuloy, ma'am, because the project supposed to be magsa-start siya last week of March. Pero nag-lockdown na tayo, so hindi pa siya natuloy.
I suggest itong Kampo Kinaraya, kung face-to-face, we can just make it virtual or it can be part of the research. Kasi ayokong i-sacrifice ang health ng mga tao. At tapos, kung hindi magawa naman, ito ay
Correct. Mag-revert ang
funds. Yeah, mag-revert ang funds. So let's just make it
virtual.
Virtual, yes. I'm sure that will be COA approved.
Yes,
in fact. Itong Libro Kinaraya, short story. So all of these are different projects under the partnership with NCCA.
Correct, ma'am. Correct. This actually, ma'am, are original short stories na pwede magamit ng mga bata sa DepEd.
Yes.
So this actually is short story and then may mga illustration. So pwede ito magamit actually as reference ng mga bata natin sa DepEd. So NCCA project mo ito, ma'am, actually na nilodge din ng NCCA dito sa University of Antique. And we're very much thankful of this one. This is the Kag-Ungan team natin. Ito, ma'am, ang mga some of the researches that are to be conducted natin. Culture.
What is SWK?
Sentro ng Wika at Kultura.
Of UA.
Of UA, ma'am. Of UA.
Ito pong sentro ng wika at kultura is already existing or was it just newly established po?
Actually, it was established actually, ma'am, also because of your initiative.
Oo. I remember, I think I was still in the Senate when I asked that this Kinaraya Center be established. Was it, let me see, I funded a small portion of it when I was still senator. Is that the time it was established? Through the wife of Vice Governor Denosta?
Correct, ma'am. Ma'am Mahalia Dinosta, which is also part of the executive of the University of Antique. Yes.
Very good.
Oo.
Sino po ang head ng center ngayon po?
Si Sir Aris Kabahit, ma'am, ang head ng center natin ngayon.
O sige, make sure you link him po with my office so we officially call it Sentro ng Wika at Kultura.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it in Filipino, not in Kinaraya?
In fact, we also actually have that discussion before. Pero sabi daw, pwede din na Tagalog within Filipino. And in fact, ma'am, may translation din kami nito sa Karaya.
What is the Karaya translation and what do we officially call it so that when we talk about it, we are on the same page?
Sige, ma'am, ipa-refer ko lang if you may, si Sir Aris Kabahit sa office ninyo, ma'am, about
Okay.
Okay.
So all of these projects, Irayon Bukidnon, very good. We can do that. Kultura, Kagpagrara, very good. Notation, Irayon, all of this. It's also interesting. These are approved researches funded under the 5 million I gave. Is it through NCCA or through the Komisyon ng Wikang Filipino?
NCCA, ma'am.
NCCA. Okay. And in partnership with the UA.
Yes.
And
Correct.
all these researches will be conducted under the Sentro ng Wika at Kultura. And when is the deadline for the researches to be completed?
I believe that some research is already, like the first one is already completed.
Okay.
I guess it's also completed while the rest is still ongoing.
And it is understood that all of the researches will be compiled in a soft and hard copy, which will be utilized not just by UA, but to be shared to all Antiqueños, the Philippines, and the world.
Definitely, ma'am, definitely.
Does the funding include writing? Of course, research and writing. So it
Yes.
will be completed until it's done in a soft copy.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the hard copy part of this 5 million? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, may printing din, ma'am.
It will be printed. Okay. Could you kindly, I'm sure UA has a copy, but if not, I'll ask Tala and Cherie to make sure has a copy of all publications that I have either participated in, funded, or caused to be published under my watch in my 3 terms in the Senate, from the Museo Duque Branly book of the DFA, to the partnership with UP Visayas, to my partnership with the Cordillera SUCs in my 2nd term, so that we can see what's well done, what is okay, what is not too good, so that we follow and we do something good, right? So
Yes,
I'm very excited about this research. Aha, nanganak na naman ang trabaho. We will do, okay, we will do a webinar. It will be the first time a congressman will do this. We will do a webinar like this, a Zoom, with the Sentro ng Wika at Kultura and our researchers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this whole UA team. So Dr. Crespo and all the officials and support staff and my office and all the LGUs so that they're educated, but I'm sure they are, on Kinaraya culture, and they embrace culture the way we do, the way I do.
Yeah.
And we will hear the preliminary research presentations of Sheila Delgado, Dr. Crespo, Rusel Espino Paler, Aris Kabahit, Marvin, etc. All, I'm just reading your names here. So, the Iraynon Bukidnon's ethno-astronomical views, how interesting. Kultura Kagpagrara, preserving intangible cultural heritage, to the art of bamboo weaving, that's great. Notation and cultural analysis of Iraynon Bukidnon's folk songs, beautiful. konsepto ng hustisya sa mga ati sa Sibalom, Hamtik at Tobias Fournier, interesting. Pamahiin, mga nakakubling misteryo sa paniniwalang Antikenyo, wow, I'd like to hear that. So, we can have an art, culture, heritage webinar in my district, and I'll encourage all other congressmen to do that. So we're actually immortalizing, during this times of pandemic, folk culture, indigenous. I may even ask Tala, national artist Manong Frankie, to join us as our guest to observe and so that we amateur researchers can be in the presence of a national artist. We can even ask former chair June De Leon, and whose father is a national artist, and former chair national artist Virgilio Almario, and Ria Brihino, who is in charge of all my projects in the NCCA. So 2 national artists, 2 former chairs of the NCCA, and relevant staff of the NCCA and WICA, Centro and the National Commission on Languages, as well as UA and the researchers. That would be so interesting. It will be a webinar which will be live streamed on Facebook.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Do you agree? Do I hear excitement from all the UA officials who are with us? Can I see them? Can I see them? Their faces at least. And I want them to be as excited as I am in our webinar on Kinaraya culture. Right? Napakaganda niyan, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
O kami lang ba ni Dr. Crespo na excite?
Definitely, ma'am. Actually, definitely. It will be the first time talaga. And perhaps with
as you can see, your Inday Loren is not a politician. I am a, how do you say, I'm a researcher at heart. I'm a documentarist. I'm really an accidental politician. But, well, in a way, if I may say, maswerte kayo, ang inyong congresswoman ngayon ay focus sa art and culture, environment and agriculture. Because really, I must admit, I am just using my political platform as a necessity to be able to propel art and culture in our province, of our country, to the world. So we will do this, huh? I want to see excitement from everybody. Ako lang ba na-excite?
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for that, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, we'll have a meeting after this, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay. Yung mga book din natin, ma'am, ang book natin, na-launch natin yung book. May mga winners tayo. At saka maganda din to, ma'am, yung mga libro natin, yung mga kwento doon sa libro na ating ipiprint. At saka later on, pwede natin i-distribute sa DepEd. And that's also actually one component na pwede naman magawa. Thank you very much, ma'am. No? That's the report on the Sentro ng Wika at Kultura. Also,
sabi ni Tala, I have to click on the top to see the other windows of the participants. Naku, I cannot click. I'm so scared to click. I might lose Dr. Crespo kasi po, kaming mga artists, mahina sa technology. Excuse lang yan, excuse. Okay. Pero
excuse.
Hindi ko makita yung mukha ng iba, si Dr. Crespo, yung kagapuhan lang ni Dr. Crespo, nakikita ko, diba? Pugot na yung ulo ko dito dahil maritong aking pag-ano. Sige, scholarships. Okay, tulong-tulong.
In behalf of the students of the University of Antique, I would like to say thank you very much for the tulong duno in Kaluya. 150. First sem lang ito, mama. In others, may second sem pa. So 150 times 2 iyan.
Sandali po. Let us shift from art. Una, we had infrastructure.
Sure.
Then we had other projects, including art and culture. Now we proceed to scholarships. Okay. May we hear from Dr. Crespo on the status of my scholarships in UA?
Yes, ma'am. In Kaluya, we have actually 150 identified students. And then, in one sem lang ito. So, mag-times 2 pa ito, maging 300. The amount is 7,500 released na po ito. Sa Libertad, again, remember last time, ma'am, nagkita tayo doon sa Libertad. 236 recipients. May 7,500 din. Dati, ma'am, 6,000 lang ito. Pinag-increase nyo into 7,500. And so, thank you very much. Sa tulong-dunong natin sa Hamtik, may 562 tayo. May 7,500 din na amount. Sa tulong-dunong sa Tibiao, 450 din. Sa first batch lang ito, 7,500 ang amount per student per SEM. At saka si Balong Antibiao, mayroon tayong amount na 5,400, number na 5,470. And this is now being processed din sa Sibalam at saka sa Tibiao. At saka ma'am, thank you din because you have altered the law on the Unifast law. At saka beneficiary natin sa tertiary education subsidy na 4Ps natin. They will be receiving 20,000 per semester. Natanggap na namin ma'am na funded dito ni Unifast sa amin. And so we will be distributing starting July 6. And so sobrang dami po, sobrang triple, 4 times, even 5 times nga ang scholar natin ngayong taon. And so in behalf of the University of Antique students, maraming salamat po ma'am dito.
Lahat na yata ng estudyante ay scholar eh. Kasi remember, 2 years ago, nung wala pa yung ating batas, ay ang senators and congressmen would allocate funding for scholarships because they had to pay for their tuition. But now that we have the Tertiary Education Act where all SUCs and LUCs, libre po, we fund that regularly in the GAA since we authored the law along with other congressmen and senators. The allocation for scholarships is now extra, correct?
Yeah,
Dr. Craig? Oo.
That's
so,
correct, ma'am.
dapat makaluwag-luwag to sa ating mga mahihirap or nangangailangan or indigent na mga estudyante. I repeat, tulong-dunong is an extra that should not go to the payment of tuition.
Yeah,
yes.
correct.
Whereas 5 years ago or even 3 years ago, ito ang panggamit sa tuition. But because it is already lodged in sa mga makikinig sa atin sa Facebook, lahat po ng pangkolehiyong estudyante ay libre po ang State University at College, local university, sa Antique, sa buong bansa, batay po sa ating batas na sinulat, yung Tertiary Education Act. Yung ating binibigay po na scholarship under CHED or directly to University of Antique is for additional expenses as a scholar and not, hindi po para sa pangbayad sa eskwelahan. Tama, Dr. Crespo? Para sa kaliwanagan ng lahat, why am I saying this when everybody should know this? Because not everybody knows our laws. Sometimes, nakakaligtaan pa rin ng tao and I hear people say, wala pong pangkolehiyo. Maybe because yung pondo pang tuition obviously is not enough. Pang dorm, pang computer, pang gamit, pang sapatos, pang tsinelas, pang kain. Talagang maraming expenses. And that's why we wrote the law to help all college students. Okay, let's proceed. So we have a total recipients of 8,625. I have to make sure that Tala and Rose, my staff, check this kung tama po ito. Because ang aking listahan po dito na nakita ko, may 2019 amendments for tulong dunong is 200 million pesos. So, that's for Region 6 scholarships, including the UA system.
Yeah.
It says here under my list, we have 8,884 grantees. We will check which is from UA and which are from other state universities, other SUCs, because I also gave nationwide because I was still senator half the year. And even now, I still give nationwide because once you have become a senator, people always ask you for help. So I help Antiqueños and all Filipinos.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you
very much. Proceed, please.
Yeah. So this is just the breakdown of the tertiary per town. No? I'll proceed. So perhaps, ma'am, so after your reporting, just a quick presentation of where the UA now in the time of pandemic, our COVID initiatives, just flashing to you I already have forwarded this to you that during the time of pandemic, UA has been active then in the making of the different medical essentials. So just flashing to you the production of disinfectants in the University of Antique, the making of face shields, the face.
Di ba nag-partnership tayo? Did
Yes,
I provide the materials for the face shields ba ho yun?
Actually, it's PPE.
The PPE, correct. Yes.
The PPE actually, ma'am. In fact, that would be actually my next slide actually, aside from this one. Yes, we would like to thank you for extending your generosity to our PPE projects for our medical frontliners. Nag-usap tayo, nakita mo at saka sinabi mo sa akin paano ka makatulong para sa PPE, and then yes ma'am, thank you very much for providing the materials for the PPE para sa medical frontliners. Thank you very much for that. Also, yung TLRC natin na pinuntahan natin at inaugurate natin last time, ma'am, remember that? We also have produced complementary foods to support our frontliners and children in Antique, especially those na naka-confined sa hospital. Product ito ng DOST din at saka UA, yung complementary foods natin. So we have also produced this one. Okay, just perhaps ma'am giving you some information on the direction that we have to go in this time of pandemic.
Before you proceed,
Yes,
po, I did
yes,
not see the bamboo project. Or are you going to that later?
Actually, ang bamboo project, ma'am, yung ang pinakita ko kanina, yung 5 million natin na equipment, at saka yung final na deliberation with the technical working group on the project, and hopefully ma-approve sa region para ma-forward na sa national.
Is that all? No, the 5 million is the bamboo center. But I
yes,
have a bamboo
center
project with DTI
yes.
And UA. Iba po
yes,
yun, I think so. Yeah.
It's 17 million actually, ma'am.
Oo. Wala pa pong status yon?
The final deliberation, ma'am, with the Regional Technical Working Group with the DTI will be on Friday, July 3. So, conference kami, ma'am, on the presentation for the defense of the project. And hopefully, ma-approve na para mag-swing na tayo, ma'am.
This is DTI po, no?
Yes, DTI yun. Yung bamboo natin na project. Oo. Okay.
Please proceed.
Okay. So the COVID way forward of the University of Antique, the challenge now is how could we offer quality education in a safer ground without residential or face-to-face instruction? So the challenge of delivering quality instruction, research and extension in much safer grounds in the period of pandemic. We would like to tell you that the University of Antique, perhaps we are first in the region to launch the learning management system in the University of Antique. We call that as our Eskwela, the Kasubay Learning Management System. And we also have produced the eHub by which the faculty could upload their lessons in the platform. There is, right now as I speak, may mga faculty training tayo on how to use the LMS. So ito po yung sample ng itsura ng LMS ng University of Antique. In fact, ma'am, we are also very happy na kahit yung mga OFW natin, yung mga kasambahay natin na doon halimbawa nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa, they could actually study na online sa University of Antique. They could take units in education because of the learning management system sa university. So ito yung itsura ng eHub namin na inaugurate namin mga 2 weeks ago, the center ng training natin. So perhaps yung issues namin dito, ma'am, actually, it's in fact na-respond na ito about the ICT. In fact, I am very happy, because I listened also to your talk last time. And we're also very happy that you give priority sa University of Antique, especially in the establishment of the connectivity sa lahat ng campus ng University of Antique. You were right. Right for the time being, si Balom at saka Hamdik yung may DICT na connectivity, and I'm also very happy, ma'am, because of the initiative of talking to the DICT that lahat ng campuses ng UA ay may connection na.
After this meeting, Dr. Crespo and Tala, who's also online, could you just have a 3-way call with Secretary Onasan or the USEC in charge of connectivity so that, is it 2018 or 2019 funds? 2019, right? 18 pa yata yun. Tala?
2018, ma'am.
Kaya nga, 2 taon na. At ako nagpondo nun. Sabi sa akin ni Senator Greg,
2018?
kompleto dapat. So, kompletuhin soonest. yung
you.
within the month, June, July,
Yes,
yung 5 campus. Yeah,
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very
that
much.
was an assurance.
Salamat, ma'am. Salamat talaga. In fact, the LMS could work actually but my connectivity sa campuses ng University of Antique. And so in behalf of the UA system, thank you very much for that. And so perhaps this one is the last slides, the plan of the university towards a resilient university and Antiqueño community. We're going to enrich our curriculum. Perhaps we're going to include risk disaster management or crisis management in our curriculum as an elective.
Yes,
in all
please
programs.
include disaster risk reduction.
Yeah.
Why don't we, yes, disaster risk reduction, kindly include climate change adaptation in mitigation. So it will be DRRM CCAM.
Yes, yes, ma'am. In fact, we have already presented it to the Board of Regents about the plan, and they're also very supportive talaga. And so,
are there other universities that have this course?
Not yet, ma'am. Not yet. In fact,
there must be. I am sure there must be. Wala pa ba ang UP na DRR course? Wala pa bang Ateneo? Wala pa bang Lasal?
So far, ma'am, ang aim lang yata, ma'am, there is a program but on the master's level, not yet on the undergraduate level.
Because Antique is a vulnerable province, because Antique has both coastal and mountains, because Antique has indigenous people, because Antique is primarily agricultural and fisheries, because Antique is host to at least 2 protected areas, the Northwest Panay and the one in Sibalom. And because your congresswoman is the global champion on DRR CCAM, it is incumbent upon the University of Antique to offer a DRRM CCAM course. And I instruct the Climate Change Commission, TALA, Vice Chair Manny de Guzman and Commissioner Rachel to connect Dr. Crespo and the professors who are specializing in DRR, if any. And if none, we will include them. Perhaps we can have a focused virtual training by the Climate Change Commission, DAP, so that DAP will also develop programs on DRRM CCAM. And this should include adaptation. And this should include the SDGs, the Paris Agreement, and the YOGO, right? What are the 3 frameworks that I always use?
Sendai.
No, is it Sendai or YOGO? Oh, no. What is it now? Sendai or YOGO?
I think YOGO is the latest, ma'am. YOGO.
That's why. So it should be YOGO. No, I'm sorry. I'm confused now. Which is later, YOGO or Sendai? Whichever. I'm confused now. So the 3 agreements, the frameworks that I always put in the GAA every year should be part of the DRRM CAAM program na dapat tumulong ang experts sa Climate Change Commission, not just Manny and Rachel, but their national technical experts, including CP David, including Dr. Rex Cruz, including Dr. Rodel Lasco, the UP Los Baños team that won the Nobel Prize with VP Al Gore. You know what I mean, right? So let them help the UA craft a curriculum for DRRM CCAM so that we as SUC will be the first to offer it, having said all the rationale before this. You understand?
Noted, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I want it done ASAP.
Thank you very much.
If only, I'm not imposing only if UA agrees. But you must agree because this is good for you.
In fact, in fact, ma'am, when we actually made our recovery plan for the University of Antique, ito na nakita namin that we have to enrich our curriculum. And in fact, we have to admit that we lack expertise then on this area. But actually listening to the people, to the kind of expertise that they have, I know and I'm very happy that we develop a program along that line. Thank you very much, Ma'am Lauren.
Perhaps in the next webinar, I can do an introductory lecture on DRRCCAM. So as
Yes.
global champion, my speeches in the past 10, 15 years, whether in Geneva, in Bonn, in New York, I will put it together in a climate change DRR 101 for UA, which will be live streamed in Antique, actually, on Facebook. But then, importante yung curriculum. Yun ang mahalaga. Okay?
Yes.
And this would include health. So DRR, because DRR is not just for natural hazards and disasters, as we can see, it should include pandemics.
Correct, correct.
Because this pandemic will continue up to next year. And there will be more pandemics to come in different variations. So dapat kasama yan. Okay? Yeah.
Totoo. In fact, ma'am, I'm very happy that you have opened this one, no? At saka with that, we already have the direction on where to go in order to develop the curriculum along that line. And so we also have to shift some agenda in our research. And so the research agenda now of the University of Antique will be on the food development to address malnutrition and crisis situation. And our extension will now actually shift now on the making of medical essentials to address the common pandemic. Internet connectivity with your premise, we're assured of that, ma'am. In fact, thank you very much. And I guess that ends my presentation, ma'am. And this is indeed a very worthy and a very, well, what milestone for the University of Antique that you are with me. First time ito nangyari.
This is the first time, but definitely not the last. I'm makulit.
Correct.
I want to know everything that's going on. Let me just say that may I also please request the UA to please implement all my laws. The memo will come soon, but let us be the leader in ecological solid waste management so that all other LGUs in the province will follow suit. I've been convincing the provincial government, all the municipal governments. It should not be difficult for Antique because we're not an urban center like Metro Manila. Ang hirap-hirap magdisiplina ng tao dito. Tayo kasi malawak ay dapat sundin. So maybe a memo is better so that nakasulat po lahat. But the way forward would be the request that I asked for the infra reports as well as the art and culture and the kiln, etc. All the fine prints of what you talked about. Then we can schedule the Kinaray webinar, which is so interesting. And I would just ask Dr. Crespo and all the UA officials in charge, let us not make the funds die a natural death, because if it's not utilized, it will revert to Treasury. Nangyari na po sa akin yan in a project, Schools of Living Tradition in Antique 2 years ago. Napabayaan ng isang staff ko, I will not name her anymore. And then the agency also did not micromanage it, nawala po. And then just recently, I found out another project, again, of Tiesa. Again, it was not attended to by someone. And then even the LGU did not meet the requirements for many reasons. Nawala na po, nagamit sa iba. I don't like that to happen in any of my projects in UA. Pinag-iisipan po natin, pinopondohan po natin, kailangan po ng tao, at pinangako natin sa tao, dapat makarating po tanan, lahat sa tao. And zero tolerance for corruption, zero tolerance for inefficiency. We are serving our people, and we want our academic institution to take the lead in every way possible. I thank all our UA officials and the support staff. Can I just see them? Paano ko sila makikita? Anong pipindutin ko dito, Tala?
Ma'am, si Dr. Crespo
mag-stop
has
share ako.
slide, yes.
Okay.
Yan. Ayan, ma'am.
Wala,
So,
black. I can see
You have
a black
you have
screen.
to click on the right corner, top right corner. There's a gallery view. Nakalagay.
Let's see gallery view.
Yes, click that.
Okay, participants. Okay.
Yeah, smile everybody.
Okay. What do I
Picture tayo.
press?
Ma'am,
Participants.
click yung ano po, speaker view or gallery view.
Baka mawala kayo. Ayan, nawala naman. Participants, Tala. Oh, marami eh.
Marami, ma'am.
I'll press invite.
No, not invite po, ma'am. Just
What dear?
if it says gallery view, you can click that.
On the upper right view.
Yeah, I know. Switch to
Baka
gallery
sa
view.
left side.
Okay. Ayan, nawala. I press switch to gallery view, nawala po. Participants, switch to gallery view. I can't see. Oh, there!
Nakita ba kami, ma'am, lahat?
Yes!
Everybody, our deputy speaker.
Okay.
Hi, wave. Would you wave your hands to Ma'am Lauren? Okay.
Sana may nag-ano, Tala, may nag-shoot sa atin dito lahat. No? Okay. So
in the end of UA, please somebody could also take the shots, no? Because para ma-document din natin ito.
Have you all been with us from the beginning?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I can only see 1, 2, 7 lang po. Where are the others po?
Ma'am, meron pong arrow on the side of your screen.
Ayan na naman ako, si Low Tech. Si Low Tech.
Yung participants. There are multiple.
Tala, nakakahiya na ito. Saka na tayo mag-lessons on how to work an iPad. Magaling pa sa akin ng 5 years old. Alam mo, ang mga artist, mahirap talaga sa technology. Dahilan na lang yun. As you can see, I have so much work here, nako. But, so thank you very much to the University of Antique for being a very supportive, collaborative partner. But I want to see our kiln project, our CES project, our bamboo project, many more benefiting all the people. I want to see our scholarships actually being utilized by all our needy indigent students. I want our infrastructure going up na maganda, maayos ang mga gawa. Gusto ko po magagamit lahat ang pondo na aking sinishare po sa UA. And we will do the curriculum as we discussed, and we will have a future webinar, and we look forward to the researches and the output of the researches in soft and hard copy. Do you have a website, right, Dr. Crespo?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Are you on all online platforms, not just a website? Are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., all of that?
Yes, ma'am. We also created a Twitter.
Okay. Tala, perhaps you could coordinate also kung sino ang kanilang IT specialist in charge, so we can also collaborate with them and share. I'm sure naman that you access my Facebook page where all my press releases are uploaded. And make sure, Tala, that all my photos, press releases, laws, statements are shared, not just with Dr. Crespo's email, but everyone in the UA.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. As well as the student regions as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we have UA director. Let me see. All campuses are here?
Yes.
Okay. Sige po. Bakit yung isa, let me see. Nakikita ko beach at saka coconut tree. Is ba yan? Or
Si Ma'am Josie Teologo.
Chroma lang
A
yan?
virtual background.
Virtual background, sir.
Kala ko, yan ang background mo, nakakaingit naman.
Virtual.
Kala, pwede palang virtual background sa lahat ng aking guest sa stories for a better normal. Ganyan dapat.
Yes,
Hindi
ma'am.
puro computer o kaya picture frame, ha? Ganyan, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan, pwede palang virtual eh. Ako rin. Sige. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ang dami nating trabaho.
That's okay, ma'am. This is for our people.
Do you want this to be, this is being recorded, I think, Tala, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
recorded po.
Do you want it to be posted on Facebook, or this is confidential?
Actually, it's fine with us. Wala na problema, ma'am.
Yeah, so
actually.
that they see the first virtual
Yeah.
meeting.
With
You
you.
can post it on your Facebook, and we can post it on ours. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you soon again.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, ma'am.
Ma'am Tala and your staff. Thank you very much.
Duro
Salamat.
kita salamat.
Duro ka salamat, ma'am. Salamat.
Keep safe.
Kay.